The Ethereum price absolutely surging towards the upside over the last week or so. We appear to have hit a stumbling block. What this means for Ethereum right now could be quite drastic. What have all these experts got to say about Ethereum and where it's going to head over the next few weeks to the next few months? If you hold Ethereum, or you're interested in buying Ethereum, or you just want to know a little bit more, you're in the right place. So let's dive into it, guys. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe. So guys, I brought you this video just a few days ago talking about the potential of Ethereum over the longer term. And this is what we're going to get into a little bit in crypto today, rather than just the short-term gains, which, don't get me wrong, are very exciting, and we do like to see 10 to 20% pumps in a day, maybe even more if you're holding the likes of Gala or Solana or anything like that. But realistically, we're not out of a downtrend yet. We're going to look at the chart slightly later on and talk about where Ethereum can really go in the shorter term, but don't focus on the shorter term. If you focus on the shorter term and you don't really know much about trading, you're going to get burned. If you are focused longer term, you're going to be in a much happier position. And first of all, from our board of experts, first of all, on the left-hand side, we have Larry Fink, who is the CEO of BlackRock, the world's largest investment firm, managing over $8 trillion in investment. Larry Fink has said that cryptocurrency is hugely undervalued, and he expects to see a massive year, not only in crypto, but the rest of the markets as a whole, saying that 2021, 2022 were pretty painful years as far as macro investing goes, and 2023 holds way more possibilities than anyone has even given thought before. And you're probably thinking, well, no, we haven't seen the bottom of the market yet. Well, I want to remind you about the old friend, the Wall Street cheat sheet, guys. I've brought this up so many times on this channel. It's probably annoying you, but hopefully if you listened to me a few weeks ago, then you will be in a much better place than lots of people who are now panicking, trying to get into crypto because of what I said about where we emotionally see the bottom of the market being. The Wall Street cheat sheet is a fantastic piece of information. It shows us the market psychology at different levels of the market. And in the Solana video I talked about the other day, Chris Bernisk mentioning the importance of psychology and really doing the opposite of the masses. Wall Street cheat sheet shows us that at the top of the market, when everyone's in hysteria thinking that we're going to go and make millions and millions, actually you're more likely to get burned. And on the flip side of things, when it's really painful and difficult and scary to buy at the bottom of the market, it's actually really what we want to be doing. When everyone's telling you that they're waiting for Bitcoin to go sub 10K, really we probably want to be getting in and buying it. Moving on then to our old friend Raoul Pal, who's obviously pretty bullish on crypto. He holds a lot of crypto and has said a lot of things about crypto over the last few years, getting into crypto originally in 2013. But he does come from a reputable banking background. He knows a lot and talks a lot about macroeconomics and things that are going on right now. In recent videos, he's talked about there actually being a shortage of the US dollar. The more you move towards recession and pressure on the rest of the world, more people will try to find safety in investing in the US dollar. That means different countries, India, Mexico, etc., will all try to get their hands on US dollars because it's the world's global currency. 87% of trade happens in the US dollar. Therefore, everyone will be wanting to get their hands on dollars, which will create a shortage in dollars. And the only way to the US to continue having the US dollar as that currency is to create more of it through massive inflation. We then move on to Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest. She's talked a lot recently about what she sees happening over 2023 and into 2024. Crypto obviously being a large part of what they look at. She herself says she holds more Ethereum than she does Bitcoin. And that's because through the bear market, Ethereum actually survived really, really well. This is the Ethereum chart. We can see that from all-time highs down to this bottom here, Ethereum fell 82%. Now that's obviously fairly significant. And when we go into Bitcoin, we actually see Bitcoin fell towards this low previously here, around 76%. These are pretty much the same falls or same drops in value that we've seen across both tokens. Now what's significant about that is Bitcoin has a far larger market cap at present, and you would have expected Ethereum to fall further than just that 82% because it has a smaller market cap and therefore is more volatile than the larger market cap Bitcoin. However, because of all the upgrades and things that have been going on with Ethereum came out pretty much top dog above all other cryptos during the bear market. And as we emerge into a potential bull market, which we'll look at in a bit, we also have the Shanghai fork happening in March, which is going to make Ethereum far more alluring to potential investors going forward. So across the board, everyone is getting very bullish when it comes to Ethereum. When we look at the overall crypto macro environment, people are still panicking about potential recessions. People are still panicking about future development of crypto and where it's really going to go. And whilst I'm not guaranteeing that we have seen the bottom of the market and we're going to go much, much higher straight away, I want you to remember the Wall Street cheat sheet and what it tells you about all of this FUD and fear that happens around the bottom of the market, and when you can see the bottom of the market, what we should probably be doing. So in the shorter term, before we dive in and look at the Ethereum chart, I want to show you Bitcoin, very, very similar. Don't just skip ahead and look at Ethereum chart. It's important that we understand what's going on with Bitcoin as well, because Bitcoin will probably move the market, but we can see we have been in a downtrend. Typically a downtrend has lower highs like this and lower lows. Okay, so each time it goes lower and then we get lower lows. This is what makes it a downtrend. Notably though, guys, this green bar we've drawn on here is pretty much the same level as before. It's not yet a higher high, but can we see a higher high get put in? If we're seeing a higher high getting put in on Bitcoin, then we can anticipate a rally of sorts, not necessarily all the way back up here, but a rally of sorts. I would say that we could potentially see rallies towards these next key areas. You've got one here, you've got one here, and yeah, you could say that there's probably one down here as well. Okay, so in the shorter term, could we potentially see a push up into here, 17%, next one 50%, 110%? Now we don't have to panic, guys, because this is not going to happen overnight. A lot of people panicking in my Telegram group about whether to buy or not right now, and they're doing that because they missed out on buying a few weeks ago when the market was probably at the bottom. But this is the most dangerous thing to do, buying the big green candles, thinking that we're going to get a run up like this. I could be wrong, but I think it's very unlikely we're going to see a pump like this in Bitcoin, in Solana, in Ethereum right now. The sentiment of the market doesn't really support that, okay? It's going to take a little bit more time to build. And if we jump into a 4-hour on the Bitcoin chart, obviously we can identify this green box as being important. Guys, when we see a move like this, ideally we're going to see a pullback. Yeah, absolute no-brainer that we're probably going to see a pullback. I've seen the moons and the cryptos of this world talking about this being a bull flag. Really, really unlikely that this is going to break significantly towards the upside, in my opinion. I think best case you might get something like this, but you're going to get a pullback, to which point we're then looking for pullbacks into specific zones. Look at these areas where we get sideways moves and pushes. These are nice buy zones, guys. Draw them on. We break through one, we'll go into the next, and we'll eventually find support in one of them. So I do think that we are probably going to see some form of a pullback to a zone like that, and then we could see a shove further. I think that would be quite healthy, and then I'm looking to accumulate in these zones. Not on the first time it touches, but maybe looking for a double bottom like that. You can get in on some accumulation, some long trades, whatever it is that suits your fancy. And hey ho, jumping across to Ethereum, guys, exactly the same. I've actually already marked my zones on here. Again, rising wedge. We could see a bit of a shove here from Ethereum, maybe pushing up, up another sort of 3 or 4%. Although interestingly, Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin, hasn't reached that kind of zone. And that might be due to this being kind of like a much more aggressive pump for Ethereum before. But Ethereum currently sat a little bit shy of that area, around 6% towards the upside. Now, guys, this is not guaranteed. I'm not saying that there is no chance that we can break through here. It's just more than likely that we're going to see a rejection and a push back down. Very heavily extended, very heavily overbought. But one thing we could potentially see, if we're able to maintain ourselves in this zone for a bit, and we see a push, and we hold at this level, well, then we're going to continue higher, in my opinion, okay? We flip previous resistance becomes support, then we're looking pretty good. But there's no need to panic. I've told guys in my Telegram, there's no need to panic. And if we zoom out to a daily chart, I want to get into the last bull market, okay? This is a daily chart. And let's just choose at random any particular area of interest. We had one here, a nice big rally, and then pull back to pretty much where it started. Nice big rally, pull back to pretty much where it started. Nice big rally, pretty much a pullback to similar areas. Push, pull back, buys. Guys, it's really silly to buy these big green pushes. You might argue here that you would have missed out on the move there, but most people who bought here probably held to here and then back down to here, at which point, you would then be able to get in. There's always a better time to get in. There's always a better time to get in than the time you get in when you are rushing to get in. Just so you understand, don't rush to get in, okay? Know the fear, I know the FOMO. Don't FOMO into stuff, because you'll get absolutely roasted if you do that. Just look to steadily accumulate at lower levels. If you don't really understand charts and what's going on, obviously go and do your own research and understand a little bit about what's going on. But I know it's hard because everyone's saying something different. And ultimately, you've just got to do what you're happy with. It's your money, not my money. I can't make any decisions for you on whether you should invest right now, whether you should sell right now. One, because I'm not qualified. And two, because I don't know you and I don't understand your appetite for risk. But just anticipate, like I said in the video the other day, that Ethereum has the potential to reach a $20 trillion market cap. At which point, each Ethereum token is going to be worth something like $170,000. Let's see whether or not that can happen. And if that happens, guys, you don't really care whether it was $1,500 or $1,400 that you paid for that Ethereum token. So don't stress about it. You shouldn't be using money that you need to check CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap every 30 seconds, because I know how stressful that is, but don't do it, okay? So just use money you're comfortable with losing and buy for the long term. That's the only advice you really need. Now, as I've just mentioned, guys, trading can be difficult. So one thing you can do is you could follow me trading over on Fairdesk. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, I have been a copy trader over on Fairdesk for 5 days. Over the last 5 days, I've taken 201 scalp trades and I've won 201 scalp trades, 100% win rate. For my followers, it's now at 15, I've made already $1,233. And here you can see my followers and how they've been getting on. And here you can see all the guys who are following my trades. This guy here, not sure of his name, has been following me for just 2 days and has made $1,039. Obviously, past performance doesn't represent future results. Obviously, don't use money that you can't afford to lose, because you never know we're going to get an FTX news or something like that that comes out and just destroys everything. If you go through that link in the description, you're also going to get a sign-up bonus of 10% if you deposit over $100. And that's going to allow you to follow me with just a few clicks of a button. Absolutely passive income in crypto, guys. You can follow for as little as like $20, guys. So it's a bit of a no-brainer that you go through the link down below in the description, pick up that sign-up bonus. And as well as that, you're going to get access for 1 month for free to my premium crypto Telegram group if you sign up through Fairdesk and then hit me up in a DM saying that you have done so. Guys, if you found today's video useful, make sure you hit that like button for me. It really helps me out and makes all my time making these videos worthwhile. And if you like today's content and you want more like it, then hit subscribe, get into my Telegram group down below, absolutely free, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye-bye.